All right, so I'm back. Uh, it's some details that I missed when I talked about the Trump Putin romance meeting or whatever they had going on. So I had got more information. So where we at now is that we literally rolled out a red carpet for this guy, an actual red carpet. We put a red carpet out for Putin. Like I don't know how much nicer you can be to a guy that don't want to work with you, that don't care about what you're saying, that do not like you. You say, okay, you know what? Let me roll out a red carpet. They might as well gave him a pedicure while they was at it. Massage. Somebody should have been massaging his shoulders. Get him a glass of Ace of Spades, some champagne, something. Cause like, how do we treat a dictator with the utmost respect when we said Zelensky, who did not start the war, didn't want a peace deal? We said Zelensky wanted to keep fighting. Zelensky didn't get a rollout. Zelensky came and sat down and got attacked by Marco Rubio and JD Vance with the outline and all this other stuff. So how is it that with the guy who starts the problems gets a red carpet rollout? The guy who is defending his country, trying to stand for his people, gets attacked verbally by these people for trying to stand up and help his own people. He get attacked, verbally attacked, and the way they treated this man, it was just like crazy. So somehow, that's okay. Not only that, I know y'all watched. If y'all didn't watch it, go back and watch it. The Body Language of Putin. It's experts that's reading it. I didn't even have to watch what the experts had to say. I'm not an expert at reading body language, but I do know. But I do know he did not care about what Trump was talking about. It was no agreement reached. It was no ceasefire, no temporary ceasefire, no nothing. So going into this meeting, they talked about a land swap, potential land swap. It wasn't even nothing about that. They met in Alaska though, on U.S. soil in our territory. They met in Alaska and they talked about a land. I don't even know what they talked about because they really didn't talk about nothing really. It just Putin just came on the red carpet, took a few photos, hung out with Donald Trump. They gave him the utmost respect, let him ride in his little cruise and all that. You did all that for Putin. And then when Zelensky came and the president from Africa came, you attacked them. They get attacked, but this guy gets to get treated like royalty. What else more should we have done? Manicure, pedicure? I'm just confused how this works. It's not making any sense to me, and I don't know why, but it's just don't make sense. Maybe it's just me. I'm being sarcastic. I do know why it don't make sense because what does this man have on him? What does he have on him? Is he in the Epstein files that they don't want to talk about? Because the news, I see what happened now. He had this meeting, and everybody's talking about this meeting. Nobody's talking about Epstein right now. He's trying to spin the media to stop talking about Epstein. So he invites Putin out, put a red carpet for him, let him hang out. They go maybe have some lunch with his wife. I don't know what they had going on, but they let him do all that. Meanwhile, people are not talking about Epstein right now. I'm still talking about Epstein. I know y'all probably tired of me talking about Epstein, but where are the files? So this is another distraction that was used to try to make the media stop talking about it. You cannot tell me you have a presser with no questions. A person like Putin comes to America for the first time in 2 decades, and you got nothing? Got nothing. We doing bad business with the Indian president. He not feeling us from India. He not feeling us right now. Doing bad business with Canada. They don't get a rollout. I remember when the Canadian president came, he didn't get a red carpet. I'm just saying. Only person I seen get a red carpet was Putin. So the only way somebody treats you that nice, or you should treat somebody that nice, is if it's something that he know that you don't want us to know. We don't know what's being hidden, but we know it's something being hidden. It's something that's not adding up. We don't know what it is, but we know that something ain't adding up. It's starting to become more evident. I remember when Hillary Clinton, I'm taking y'all back right now. Hillary Clinton asked the question, what does he have on you? This was Hillary Clinton. This was 2016 election. What does he have on you? What are you afraid of? We're talking about like 9 years ago. Hillary was trying to figure out what was going on. I don't know where Hillary been at lately. Maybe she being quiet because they said Bill Clinton was on Epstein files. I don't know. But Hillary, can we talk about this? Can somebody bring Hillary so she could talk about this Putin thing? Because she was the first one that really brought it up. The fact that he must have something on him, because the way he treat him, I mean, he treat him better than he treat his own. He treat him better than he treats his own people in America. I ain't never seen nobody else get a red carpet. So that's where we at. But the Epstein files are still priority. I want to know what happened to the Epstein files. While also what's going on right now is more layoffs. There's more layoffs in America right now than 2022 when we're at the peak of the pandemic, all the layoffs. These layoffs are coming. This economy is not looking good. I hate to say it. I don't want to scare nobody, but it ain't looking good. We at a place right now where if we ain't in a recession, and if they telling the truth about the numbers, it ain't adding up. People struggling. I believe that we are in a recession already. I believe that we're being lied to make us feel like something good is going on with the economy. I believe that the fact that the wholesale prices are up, the wholesale, like produce prices, the wholesale 40% spike in wholesale vegetable prices. So what do y'all think is going to happen to the prices of the vegetables and the fruit now? The produce. Produce is already getting high already, but what do you think happens now when is a 40% spike in the wholesale for the people, for the suppliers, for the people who are getting this stuff at wholesale? I went to Walmart 2 weeks ago. I bought some romaine lettuce. It was $2. It's just like one little spear or whatever heart they want to call it. It's usually $2. So I go back to Walmart. It's time for me, and I'm like, I need to get me another one. And I'm like, dang, it's $3. It went up by a whole $1. Some of y'all might not see that as a problem, that it went from $2 to $3. You're like, okay, it's just $1. It's just $1. That's a 50% markup. That's a 50% markup. Which means if it was $200, it would be $300. Think about it. If you bought $200 worth right now, for what the prices used to be, you would spend $300. This is why you don't see it sometimes, because it's small items and you don't see it. But what happens over time? Let's just say you like to eat salad every week. You buy 10 of them a month. That's $10 extra that you just paid per month. And in a 12-month period, you just spend an extra $120. Might not mean a lot to you, but some people get that $120 hurt. That hurt. Because that's just for the lettuce. What about if you want some tomatoes and some cucumbers and some onions and that 50% markup? That means if it was $10 before, now it's $15. This is what Dollar Tree did when they went to $1.25 to $1.50. Remember when the Dollar Tree went from $1 to $1.25? Now we at like $1.50, give or take. $1.50. See, that makes a big deal. It ain't make a big deal to y'all when you look at it on a small scale, because you get 10 items before, it's $10. But now you get 10 items, it's $15. That's an extra $5. I don't know if it means nothing to y'all, but when you start spending it on a bigger scale, when you think about what it costs for you to eat and feed your family for the whole year, it depends on how many kids you got, and if you got a husband and a wife and a spouse and people coming over, family coming over, we talk about it might cost you $10,000 a year for food. That's a fair number, $10,000 a year, 12-month period. It depends. I'm not gonna say that's everybody's grocery bill. I know y'all. Oh, it don't cost that much for us. But what about when you got a family of 6, family of 8? It might cost $1,000 a month, which would be $12,000 a year. And when you add that 50% on top of that, that means it's gonna be $18,000. You don't feel all the tariffs yet because it's small numbers. But what's gonna happen is, if you start watching your pockets in the next year, you're gonna see a big increase in your grocery bill. And not just your grocery. That's just your daily thing that you have to get. You have to eat. But it's gonna be in products, it's gonna be in the automobiles, it's gonna be in everything that you touch from now on. The prices is gonna start going up. The economy is going down, the prices are going up, the layoffs are starting to happen. The employment is not as big as it was. There's more houses on the market than it's been in the past couple of years. This is where we are. Already 6 months in. Already. Look where we at in 6 months. If that don't scare y'all, I don't know what will. 47% of Project 2025 is done. 47% within 6 months of Project 2025 has been completed. And he said he didn't know what it was. He didn't know what Project 2025 was. 47% has been completed in 6 months. That means there's only 53% more to go. And he got more than 6 months left. He got 3.5 years. That's if he make it. We know he got health problems that they don't want to talk about no more. We know he got Epstein problems that they don't want to talk about no more. But that's a big deal. 47% in 6 months. For something that he said he knew nothing about. What ICE is doing in all of these American cities, what ICE is doing to these people, it's crazy. What's happening in DC, it's crazy. But you know, they just made him back off. They made him back off on DC. They say they're gonna get a control back to the laws. You can't keep these National Guard in here. This don't work like that. Feds gotta go. He don't like that, but you know he gonna find a way to get him back in, because that's what he do. Now, before I go, I gotta talk about Ron DeSantis, man. Why I gotta do it? Why do I gotta talk about this man all the time? Why? Because he wants to be the next president. Ron DeSantis wants to be the next president. Mark my words. He will run. He's running for president. And why is that a problem? Everybody should be afraid. The scariest candidate that's running is going to be Marco Rubio. No, not Marco Rubio. He might run too. Is Ron DeSantis. Scariest person. Because Marco Rubio, we got to talk about Marco Rubio real quick. Marco Rubio used to be against Russia. He used to stand for something when it came to Russia. He believed in consequences and putting, stuff on him and coming for him. Now all of a sudden he done got his little job with his little zaddy. Now all of a sudden he just with whatever. Like, it's whatever, we ride or die. He hits ride or die. That's his right hand, ride or die. He don't care about what he believe. He don't stand for nothing, which means he'll fall for anything. That's sad. Marco Rubio. I never liked Marco Rubio. I just never did, ever. However, he had a little bit more sense before. He got confirmed by the Senate by 100 people. No nays. I bet some of those people wish they could take their vote back right now. But Ron DeSantis, we got to get back to you. Your family immigrated here. And you got alligator Alcatraz. And now you want a whole nother deportation depot, or whatever you're calling it. You got deportation depot merch. So we got these people in our government. They got in there by us people with our tax money, and they making merch and they selling it. Have y'all ever asked yourself the question? Where all this merch coming from? Who's paying for it? Oh, let me guess. The president don't take a salary. He uses his own money. That he got from, y'all know what he got it from. Different ways on different days. Not good. Not good at all. So technically we paying for all that merch. So it should be free. I don't want it, but it should be free if I did want some. It should be free because we paying for it. We paying for it. Should be free. I mean, if they gave it to me for free, I would graciously decline it. Good, I'm good, return to sender. But I'm just saying, we already paid for it. Sad, but I believe we paying for all of it. That's just my belief system. Nobody never talked about who paid for this merch. Now y'all talking about putting another place in Florida to put people in cages, separate them from their families, treat them like criminals. I'm happy though. I hate to be honest. This is what y'all voted for. So every Cuban, Venezuelan, Mexican, Spaniard, Peruvian, Guatemalan, Colombian, Ecuadorian, all of those, plus all the rest of the Spanish race, Spanish heritage or whatever. I'm happy this is what's happening to y'all. I'm happy that it's happening. It makes me happy. It makes me smile. You know why? Because this is what y'all voted for. For all the ones that voted for it. Now, the ones who didn't vote for it, I feel bad for y'all. But all the ones that voted for it, this is what you get. Makes me happy. I'm happy that it's happening to y'all. I hope it continues to happen. Even worse. Keep on picking up people from schools and jobs and the farms and everything. Take them all. If they voted for it, take all of them. The kids, the family, the grandma. I don't care. I don't feel no kind of way. It's because of y'all that we all going through this. We all going through this junk because of y'all. 42% of y'all voted for this man. For all 42% of y'all, this is what y'all get. I hope they take everybody. Line them up. They get real political.